Welcome back to the channel, guys. And in today's video, we're going to go ahead and go over the Greatsword. Greatsword as our main weapon for main DPS. Real quick, if I'm talking weird or my mouth isn't like opening all the way, it's because I got my tooth pulled out. So I got like some gauze in there and all that good stuff. But anyways, yeah, this video was a little bit of a challenge to do because we'll talk about the way you should do the build or whatever, but I'm really going to try to explain, do my best to explain, if you want to use the Greatsword as a main DPS, right, utilizing most of its skills for your damage, you can get some good damage out with this weapon. And I want to go ahead and show you like combinations between skills to amplify its damage to the max potential. Now, before we get all up into that, two things I want to say. One, I don't have a max build. I don't have god rolls of anything, so you don't got to worry about that. So if you kind of, it might be hard to replicate one for one the build, and you might even, obviously, there's some of you that will be able to make the build better than mine, because if you get god rolled this, or you get lucky and be able to enhance your stats on your stuff better than I have. But anyways, yeah. And then the second thing I want to say, hey, if you guys are into fitness at all, you guys are into bodybuilding or anything like that, I'm gonna put a link in the description to my Instagram, right? I'm trying to infiltrate the fitness world, right? By becoming a form of a fitness influencer and things of that nature. So if that's something that you're interested in, my Instagram will be in the comment section. It'd be awesome if you shoot me a follow. It'll definitely help me out and stuff like that. And you can also, I'm gonna be putting stuff like meals, diets, workouts, stuff like that. Obviously, posting pictures of myself and all that good stuff. So if you're interested in the fitness world, consider following me on Instagram. Help me build this fitness journey that I'm looking to build. But anyways, guys, without wasting time, let's just get straight to the video. All right, guys. So just so you guys know, this is I recorded a session because it's a lot easier to do like record it and then talk over what I was doing than try to talk while doing it. You know what I mean? It's hard to do it that way. I'm not gonna lie. I tried it. I got a couple recordings and I'm like, you know what? We're just gonna do it this way. So we pre-recorded it. We just ran through the Butcher's Canyon dungeon. I just did it with randoms. I'm really just showing you what we or I'm just showing you the gameplay and I'm gonna break down what we're doing. Yeah. Alright guys, so here we go. I just fast forwarded to the boss section. And I'm gonna show you the combos that we were doing, right? So, like I said, the very first combo is always gonna be dash, stun, and death blow. Now, those they hit pretty decently, nothing too crazy, but still good enough damage, right? So watch, let me show you on the screen what goes down. So we do our dash, and then we do our stun, and then we charge our attack. Now you see we hit a 13,000 damage, which is pretty nice, right? So remember, dash, stun, death blow, and charge it up. The stun, if you get the extra 1 second on there, the duration is long enough. The duration is actually long enough to do the dash, and then you do stun. Then it's long enough to charge with death blow, hit that attack, and then use your prone ability, which knocks them on their back. So you have enough time to get that prone off as well. But we'll go over that. There's so many different combos you can do to maximize damage. It's actually crazy. That's why I'm saying this video is kind of hard to do. And I'm sorry if the quality is actually ass. I don't got no $1 million PC. Anyways, let's go ahead and continue. All right, guys. So this section right here, what we do now after we did our first basic, it's the initial combo, right? The dash, stun, death blow. So what we do next now is we do the debuff ability, the one that reduces armor and stuff like that. You'll see on the screen here. We use that ability to debuff the enemy that we're hitting, followed up by the prone ability. Now, you can't prone these dungeon bosses, but one of the upgrades on this ability particularly gives you bonus skill damage. I think it's like 250 skill damage points up. So we still use it even though we can't prone the boss to get that extra damage right after we do debuff him. So what we do is We do the debuff, the spin thing. We do that debuff. Then we do the uppercut, like knock him on the back thing. Although he's not on his back, we're still getting extra damage. Then we follow that up with our second charged heavy attack ability, the guillotine. I don't remember the second part of the name. My bad. But the little guillotine one, the one that you unlock at level 50. So that's the next like combo that you can do. So let me go ahead and show you on screen exactly what we do. So pay attention to the bottom bar. If it wasn't so shit quality, but my bad. So anyways, pay attention. So we do the debuff, we do the uppercut, and then we charge our guillotine. Now you see that. That was a let's try to get that line rewind. I don't know if we can get that. Can we get that? Okay, wait, we almost had it. Let's see that. Now look at that. I'm gonna have to zoom in on the video or on the editing. But we did 17,980 damage, right? But we hit a heavy attack which multiplied it by 2. So we got double that damage just from that one little combo. Now, you'll notice at the bottom, we have the 3 abilities at the end, 8, 9, and the equal sign. Those are actually on my mouse because I have a 12-button mouse, but those abilities are active. So the reason why we hit the damage like that was because we had the assistance of our daggers, right? Those abilities allowing us to debuff the boss a little bit more, getting us some more damage out. So we'll go over that towards the end, but I just want to explain to you that combo that is a pretty good combo. So remember, your first combo is going to be, we'll just play this while I talk so you have something to watch. But our first combo is going to be dash, stun, heavy attack. That's going to be your bread and butter. As you see, we did that again. We did 9,000 with a heavy hit, so 9,000 times 2. And then your second combo will be your debuff, your little circle debuff, plus the uppercut thing, and your guillotine. And that's going to be your second, like, kind of combo there. So what I'm going to do is show you the, look at the combo. Dash, stun, charge, the death blow, bam, 10,000. We didn't hit a heavy hit, which sucked, but that's okay. Now, as you see right here, we're doing something a little different, right? So we did something a little different here, right? Now, if you're lucky and you hit a critical hit, alongside with your debuffs and stuff like that, with a heavy attack, you're going to hit some juice daddy numbers. But you'll see right here, we did something slightly different, which is another way you can do it. And I try to optimize when I know I have the time, because, you know, this guy likes to knock you on the ground, so sometimes you have to wait to bang out your combos to get max damage. Otherwise, like the buff duration between the abilities will go off and you'll lose that. But anyways, let me show you exactly what we did, right? So after we did our first initial combo, and the end combo was the death blow, we hit the 10,866 damage. Cool. So as you see what I just did right there, I did the spin to debuff him. Then what we do is I activated my ability for my daggers, which we'll go over that in just a second, to give me some more damage. And then this was just free damage right here. This is I just used for AoE, and I'll show that ability on screen. This one is just anything. You can kind of switch this out for whatever you want, realistically. I just use this for like when I'm fighting groups of enemies. I get a little bit of AoE coverage. It's not no crazy damage, but as you see, our initial hit, 1,761, and it hit a heavy attack. So, you know what I mean? It's not insane numbers, but I do that for extra damage. You can always switch that one out. But, so we did that. But so after we did the guillotine, or our first initial combo, what I want you to see is we did the debuff, so the spinning circle debuff one. Then the second one that you want to do is the 3-hit piece. The ability will be on the screen. I don't remember the name, but so remember, when you use that ability, because of the greatsword that I'm using that you get from this dungeon, when you use that ability, it increases your heavy attack chance. So that's why we popped that bad boy on. That's why we used it, so we can increase our heavy attack chance. We debuffed him with the debuff ability, our little spin thing. And then we followed that up with the uppercut. ability, the one that makes him go prone. I'll put numbers next to the abilities so you can know like the sequences of when you use them to maximize your damage, right? And then we followed that uppercut up, because remember the uppercut thing is gonna go ahead and give us a bonus towards our next ability. So and then we follow the final attack of that combo is the guillotine slam, whatever you call. I don't know the guillotine one. All right. But we followed that up, charged it fully, and bam, there we go. We hit a 15,000, and as you see next to it, times 2, so we hit a heavy attack. So 30,000 damage just from that one little hit. And I love using the Greatsword as a DPS. I love seeing those big numbers, and you can bang them out quite fast. To be honest, I was thinking about adding on my like daggers or something like that, probably hitting like putting like a cooldown on there or something like that, so I could spam my abilities even more. So that's pretty much the gist of it. So to be honest, this is at least this particular setup. It seems a little better on PvE. I mean, you can make it work for PvP, but I have a different setup that I like to use for PvP. It just feels a lot more comfortable. It helps. It's a better setup for kills and CC and stuff like that. So I like using this one for PvE content. But to be honest, my greatsword and staff is probably my favorite PvP setup. It's juicy, man. I tell you, it's juicy. But anyways, so this is the setup that we went for. When it comes to gear and all of that good stuff, you want to try to get like hit chance. You want to get critical hit chance, and you want to stack as much heavy attack as you can, especially with greatsword. So much heavy attack, just as much heavy attack as possible. I mean, even not even with greatsword, just any real DPS, you want to get a lot of heavy attack because it's literally 2 times damage. So you want to get hit chance, critical hit chance, and heavy attack. Also, pick your poison, because when it comes to like endurance or evasion, just depends on what you struggle with the most. Like if you're gonna do heavy PvP, that one's up to you whether you want magic ranged or melee evasion or endurance and stuff like that. I mean, you can kind of like do all of it, but it's not gonna be all that good if you try to get all of it. Your best bet is to heavily stack one of those when it comes to evasion or endurance, at least. But for DPS, like greatsword DPS, heavy attack 100%, and then go for like hit chance and critical hit chance. I would probably put critical hit chance slightly above that, but that's your best bet. So I know my big old face is in the way, but our stats over there on the side is 52 strength, 41 dex, 10 wisdom, and 30 perception. So that's pretty much it for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed it, consider liking, subscribing to the channel. That'd be awesome. And also, don't forget, if you're into the whole bodybuilding, fitness type of world, my Instagram link will be in the description. It's simply just it's nothing about games. It's simply stuff about me, physique updates, photos and stuff like that, like little meals here and there. That's what we'll be doing on there. Nothing about gaming. It's just strictly fitness. So if that's something that you're into, consider not subscribing. Consider following your boy, helping me go on this journey of trying to be a fitness influencer. That's something that I would really like to do. I'm still gonna do gaming stuff because I do like to play some games. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Enough wasting time. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, I'm out.